be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal. It helps support the show. What is up, Planeswalkers? 36 back with a new mic and a new chair. It gets shown off a little bit more in the actual video for today. This is obviously the bonus video that's coming up at midnight, which is in like 3 hours. Motherfucker, I'm recording late. So as I said yesterday, or whatever, today I'll be talking about some of the new arts. I'm just going to give my thoughts on the new art compared to the old version. Talk a little bit about the reprints that they did include that I think are really awesome. The reprints that they included that I think are not awesome, and some cards that I'm just flabbergasted as to why they're not in there. So, really quickly, I'm just going to go over these new arts. There are some reprint arts that were reprinted from like promos that maybe not a lot of people knew were reprint arts, but I'm not including those because I don't care. Hour of Reckoning. Now, let's go over to the OG one. Now, I will say I really like the compositional similarity, right? You know, we still have the people with rays being thrown through them, except on the right here, which you can barely see, I realized. There we go. That can be seen a little bit better. You can see that they're kind of like in this actual like biblic rapture going on, and I kind of like the more neutral themed one over on the left. The one on the right, I will say, is a little bit more colorful, which I really do appreciate. I found that a lot of the new art for Commander cards, I feel like are relatively, the white cards, sorry. They always feel like they have a tinge of brown to them for some reason. I don't know why, but I will say I like the art, but I think I still prefer the old art because of the amount of colors. And that could just be because it's on Ravnica, and Ravnica is a very colorful place. Prismatic Strands. I don't think I have to say much. I really like the new one better. These strands are... I understand what the first one was doing. You know, the strands are literally like just the 5 colors of magic grabbing people like from the ground. But it feels more like this is like a weird paint that's coming up from the ground and grabbing someone. And less like light, right? When I think of prismatic, I think of prisms, right? I think of light. And the new art here on the left looks a lot more to me like light is grabbing them, even though it's not really the colors of magic per se. I prefer the type of stuff that's being used there. And my balance on this audio might be awful because I can't hear myself talk, so that's fun. You'll learn more about that in today's actual video. Ray of Distortion. I'm not gonna lie. They're both very similar, as you can probably tell. You know, someone is literally throwing a ray of kind of light stuff, and a weapon is being modified. Yeah. I kind of like the old school version a little bit more here because of the fact that it's, I don't know, it's just funny to see a dude look at a sword and be like, oh, it's bent. The issue is that, like, I can tell that bottom thing is just a lip and it's a shine, but it looks like he's smiling at a sword, and that's just not good. And I will say I also like the framing of this one a lot better because of the fact that you are looking, like, the ray is the focus, whereas on this card, the bent is the focus, and I get that, but the character, I feel like, is too distracting because he's like buff, you can see his star face. I don't know. I like them both equally, I think. Goodness me. Chrome Shell Crab. I really don't like Ron Spencer's art. It is too shiny. I understand this is meant to be a Chrome Shell Crab. I just don't like how moist his art looks. It's personal preference. I know a lot of people like Ron Spencer stuff. I personally don't. And by default, the new one gets it. But another reason the new one gets it is because I'm pretty sure he's wearing a shield on his head. And that's just adorable. I mean, that's my headcanon. Get it? Headcanon, because it's on his head. Fervent Denial. I do believe this is supposed to be Grizzlebrand? No, not Grizzle. This is Demon of Agonies, actually. This is that new card that has those horns. That said, let's see the old art. I don't know what's happening there. My assumption is that it's like, oh, these are cephalids that are tagged. Why is his brain outside of his head? Yeah, I don't understand the composition of that one. I just don't get it. This one I like a lot more. Also, it's by Igor, and I fucking love his work. Yeah, no, I like this art. I like it a lot better than this one. Like, okay, the art by itself, really good. I just don't know what the hell is happening. That's why I had to choose the other one. Ixodron. I don't know, man. Like, okay, so you see in this art, you know, you got the little bugs scrabbling around, so you can kind of get a sense of scale from that. But this, you really feel the scale because of how the camera, the perspective is so low to the ground. So you're getting that perspective up onto Ixodron, which is giving you this thing. And also, for some reason, it just looks... there's something about its coloring that looks better on the old version. And what I should say, I think, is that if they were a little bit more committed to making this card look a lot more like Morph nonsense, and I understand Ixodron is like an actual like thing story-wise, but if they made this look a little bit more like the new tokens for Morph and even Manifest, I think that would have made it look a little bit better. As it is right now, it kind of just looks like an ooze, and like I think it looks good. Like the art objectively, I think, is good because it is just like this oozing thing, and I really like the detail, the little bubbles here and there. But it doesn't feel like Ixodron. It doesn't feel big, and I mean, it has the morph legs and stuff, but I feel like it would have been better because we already have the morph legs here. It would have been, in my opinion, a little bit better served by being more tied to the new cards. Mystic Retrieval, very similar, very similar here. We got some pages, you know, like being reconstructed. Where on the right side, they're like unburning, which I think is cool. On the left side, it's just like literally strands coming back together. I might be biased because it's like Dark Ascension and I fucking love OG Innistrad set, but I have to give it to the old one, man. Gotta give it to the old one. Vesuvian Shapeshifters. Oh, there's the old version. You know, I'm just gonna do this. Oh wait, I was looking at other Shapeshifters when I first was thinking about this card, so I was gonna say this one was better. I will say it has the morph legs. Sure, whatever. I don't care. Oh wait, this version is the morph legs too. No, this one's better. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything about this one. Bane of the Living. So they're both horrifying, and I'm fairly certain that has faces in its stomach as well. I don't think they needed to give it spikes. Fuck, this one's actually hard because both of them are scary in their own different way. Like I feel like existential dread looking at Bane of the Living on the right, but I have just like, I'm going to die right now dread, and you're like, oh, it's the same, Felix. No, like on the right is like cosmic horror, on the left is like slasher horror. Yeah, I'm just give that a tie. Nightblade Assassin, I have no idea what this is. Oh, Nightshade Assassin, excuse me. Huh. Equal. Yeah. Skin thinner. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I like the new one better. Not because I like it. I don't like both of them, but I don't like the new one less than I don't like the old one. I mean, they're both putrid. I really do like the Legion's zombies. Those are some of the first zombies I ever had when I was in 5th grade, playing some Magic as a little youngster. Violent Eruption. Look, the new one's better. It's on Zendikar. It has core. It has core falling to their death. I like core, but they're falling to their death, and I just like that a little bit better than a dwarf who's getting his balls caught on fire. And then someone else is doing the freaking Michael Jackson hands. Druid's Deliverance. So, I mean, this is another one that's hard because I played with Druid's Deliverance in Standard, in a sideboard. I had an Abzan deck that used tokens and Planeswalkers, and it was so nice. I called it the family. It had Tree Mom, which was Tristani, which was reprinted in this one, the 4-mana 2/5. It had one of those, one Obsidian. It had Soren from the time, Vraska from the time. I want to say it had someone else. Then I played things like Advent of the Worm, Call of the Conclave. So many good times. Oh, I had like, what is that damn card called? That's really good. Not Intangible Virtue. Lingering Souls. The good times were so good. Voice of Resurgence. It was just such a fun time where I could just play stupid fucking tokens and planeswalkers and just value the grind out of the game. Oh, it's so good. But I played that in sideboard. So I'm really attached to that art. That said, holy shit, the new art is fucking awesome. I mean, it just reminds me of like a Wood Elf from the Elder Scrolls, and I played the shit out of some Elder Scrolls. Specifically online. If you play Elder Scrolls Online, PCNA, totally check me out. New one. So this one, the fucking OG one, iconic as hell, but I really do like how just poisonous the new one looks. Like there's some the Ichor stuff going around. I know it's technically Ichor. Fuck that, it's Ichor. I know there's some Ichor running around on the other one, but I like the new one. This new Solemn, though, is best Solemn ever printed so far. Is that true? No, it's not. In my opinion, it's better than the College Invention one, just because that one has like a belly, which you can't fucking see, because it's too... No prints. There we go. It has like a belly, which is kind of weird. I can't remember who this is supposed to be, but I really don't like a lot of the invitational cards because the face is too uncanny. Like it's just a human face on a robot, which just seems strange to me. I understand, like, whatever. In my opinion, this is still the best art. I think it's like this one, followed by this one. It's really good. I really do like it. I don't like either of these. And last... Pretty sure I didn't hit Crackling Drake. Oh wait, no, there's nothing else after Solomon and whatnot. All right, well, I'm just dumb. So I'm going to start at the top of the reprinted cards, which starts right about here. And I'm just going to go through some of these and talk about why I really enjoy them. So Divine Reckoning is one of those ones that I think is really awesome for Savine, because you get to choose one creature. It's going to be Savine, and you can do it again. And for what it's worth, the flashback value on it's not great, but this is one of the good board wipes for a deck like that, so I really do appreciate that. I think... What was it? Phyrexian Rebirth is a fantastic card for the token deck, because you really do want to be playing big tokens, and I think they did focus on that throughout these deck lists, so I really do appreciate that they didn't just try and go for a bunch of wide ones. They did still go for a bunch of wide ones. In Stormherd, I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand why the hell this is in the deck. I guess it... Does it work with any of the other ones? I guess it works with Marisol. Or whatever the hell his catman name is. No, I don't like Stormherd in that deck. It doesn't make sense to me. Uber Defenses. So this is something I've started doing relatively recently, is like everyone should have a... in my opinion, every deck should try to have some sort of counter spell for infinite combos. And then everyone should have a board wipe. Or, sorry, not a board wipe. Everyone should have a my stuff is indestructible. And everyone should have a fog. Those are like the three things that I think like every EDH deck should have. Even just as one-offs. Because it's always nice when you get them. When you just get them. It's great. Rock Egg is hilarious, fucking Egg Tribal. This is something that I have not seen in a while. I played a little bit in Khans Block, and this is one of the things I played. And it's just cool. Because you get a good little bird, the 3/4 is decent, and then you get to gain life when you're attacking. It's just fantastic. There was something here. Something here that I thought was weird. Where is it? Where is it? No. Oh, it was this one. This card's not good. It's 7 mana. Like, for 2 more mana, you have Rise from the Graves. Or no, Rise from the Dark Realm? No. Rise of the Dark Realms? I think it's Rise of the Dark Realms. Which is like a better version of this. Rise of the Dark. Yeah, Rise of the Dark Realms. For 9 mana, you put all creatures from all graveyards into play under control. This, for 7 mana, you exile up to 5 target creatures from graveyards, sure, and an opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put all of them from 1 into the battlefield under control, and the rest in the owners. Who would, like, if you're at 7, you're at 9. Like, in EDH, it's like 1 through 6, that's like the easy mana. Right? If you're going past, you're probably gonna get to 9 anyway. Boneyard Parlay is not a good mythic for this, and I hate it. I hate the card. It sucks, and I hate it, and I want it to die, and I hate it. So, yeah. Let's see, where was he? This. Faith of the Devoted, I really liked the inclusion of this because of the fact that it is showing that you don't have to be madness focused. You can just have some discard focused stuff for Anya. This was another one that I was like, this card's not good, and then I remembered, like, it's fine for the manifest deck, to be honest, because you are also exiling. It just kind of sucks that it's only target player. That was a bit. Hex, I've never really loved Hex because it's required of 6. In my opinion, once you get to that mana, you should probably just play a board wipe. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they decided to put that in. Like, this is like just better. Like, this is almost, that's actually a great thing to show, right? Like, this is almost objectively better. Obviously, like, you get to target only certain ones, which can be like political, but this is like it's just better. Okay. They have Brian Kibler. I just had to say that. Zombie Infestation. I love that card's getting some love. Not great. Burning Vengeance. Hey, it's the card. Also, the other one that I forgot. Seekers of the Dead. Those are the castings from Graveyard that I was talking about. What was it? Where was it? Who was it? What? What? There's something in red. What was it in red? Damn it, what was it? There was something in red that I thought was stupid. Oh, no, I'm done. It was Faithless Looting. The reason it was... I was like, oh, cool, they reprinted Faithless Looting. I forgot. I was thinking about Modern. Oh, Beast Within is one of them that I hate. Chaos Warp is also kind of bad. Because they're like color breaks, because they deal with things that they're not supposed to be able to deal with, but whatever. I don't think there was like anything in green really that I thought was... Never mind, I forgot there was. Great Oak Guardian, why the fuck is this in here? Like, is this a good card? It's 6 mana, flash reach, sure. ETB, creatures, target player control gets +2/+2 until end of turn, untap them, sure. But like, why? I guess like I'm used to playing 6 mana Chungai who are stupid good, and I don't get the point. Like, even in a like if it was like a go wide token strategy, I would get it, but it's not, so I don't. That bothers me. Okay, it just does. Also, they also have overwhelming stampede, so like whatever. Seedborn Muse, I don't like that they reprinted this, because Seedborn Muse is just never interesting. It's always just like, okay, you get a turn on everyone else's turn. And you might be saying, well, they can't like cast things unless they're instant speed. Vidalcan Ori, Ley Line of Anticipation. Also, they can still activate abilities. It's just like, it's just boring. Let's see. Soul of Zendikar is the saddest of the souls. I'm just gonna get out there and say it. I feel like there was definitely something. No, wait, which one was it? Oh no, never mind. I was thinking something else. This card is not good. It doesn't have trample, man. I wish it had trample. It just doesn't. Maybe it's fine in EDH, but it's definitely not fine in standard. This is where I wanted to talk. This is really what's getting at the heart of this. Why the fuck are the lockets being reprinted here? One, the lockets were just printed. They're new. They were newly made. There are plenty of them in circulation. I understand that signets Wizard Stinks are a little bit too strong. I get that. I'm totally fine with that. But out of all of the mana rocks that you could have given us, you give us the fucking... the lockets, man. Come on. Can we at least get the talismans? You know? Talismans are cool. Am I overreacting? Am I crazy? Also, I would have preferred Spider Bishop over Meteor Golem, but that's, like, not big of a thing. It's really just fucking the lockets. Like, why? Like, actually, why? I do not understand why they've done this. It just seems so stupid. So annoying. And it's frustrating. It's really frustrating that, like, they're so ubiquitous. And the old school talismans could do with a reprinting. And the new talismans were only in Horizons. They could have more. You know, you could print them a little bit more. That's all I can say about that. So Sol Ring, obviously, it's just gonna stick around because it's the best. This card is banned in like fucking Legacy, and it's either straight out banned or actually, you know what? No, what is this? It's restricted in Vintage. Yeah. Look, banned. Restricted. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine in ADH. No. Fuck this card. And then there were some land situations that I thought were a little annoying. Mainly, it was the fact that they were playing Guild Gates instead of some other lands. Now, I do appreciate that they brought like these back, but I think it would have been a lot cooler if they would have been able to make the other versions of this, because I'm fairly certain that this is just the ally cycle. I'm fairly certain there's an ally cycle. And it would have been great if they could fill this cycle. I want to say this is the ally cycle as well. So it would have been nice to see this cycle filled out instead of just like getting the same things, you know. I'm glad that they reprinted Command Tower, but they didn't reprint Command Beacon. They didn't reprint. I mean, Forge of Heroes is less of an issue, but still they didn't reprint that. I just like, why though? Like Command Beacon, Command Beacon is like too much money. Look, I even searched it recently. I don't know why I did that. That was very strange. This card is $22 for a card that like basically should be put in like every EDH deck. It wasn't reprinted here. Why? Like, Wizards allegedly doesn't care about the secondary market. Why? Like, ignore every other criticism. Why was this card not reprinted? There's no reason to not reprint this. None. Just none. Especially considering the fact that you have these annoying ass cards. I'm not going to scroll up, but you have the ones that just put things back in the command zone. Why? Get some help. Stop. I like that they had the pain lands. I think pain lands are underappreciated. These lands are fine. I feel like there was one. Shrine of Forsaken Gods was in... Oops. I can't remember which deck Shrine of Forsaken Gods was in, but based on what I recall, it just seemed like a weird include. It just felt odd. Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm pretty sure that was it. Thespian Sage got some love. That's cool. Basically, sure. So, I did want to show one more thing, because some people were talking about it. Okay, so initially, and I think you'll recall this. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Zoom in, enhance. Okay, I think you'll recall this. When I was talking about this card, I was like, what the hell is going on? For what it's worth, it doesn't look like Zendikar, as someone pointed out on Reddit. But after I looked at it a bit more, and then I looked at this card, this is just Ulamog. I didn't remember Shrine of the Forsaken Gods, but look here, right? Pauldron. This helmet type thing with the face in it. This helmet type thing. You know, it has a very similar style with the face in it. We've got some legs and tentacles. We've got some legs and tentacles. right? If it were like this, it'd be a little more like this and stuff. So I think, I wish that they decided to just put his weapon in here or something as well. But I do think this is just a statue to Ula, the god of the sea. Yeah, this is Ula, Emeria, and Kosi. Kosi the trickster, Emeria the sky goddess, and then of course Ula, the trickster god. Wait, it's Kosi the trickster. It's Kosi the trickster, Ula, the gullible god, I think is what it was. Yeah, so I wanted to point that out. I'm fairly certain this is meant to just be Ulalog as depicted as Ula. Man, now I'm just getting upset that the freaking Eldrazi, 2 of the Eldrazi titans are gone, and my favorite one is gone. I like Ulamog, by the way. Ulamog is cool. Kozilek is, I think, my least favorite. Fuck, man, it would have been sick to see them in like human form or like in this form. That would have been so interesting. I should probably like be like this next time, but whatever. I'm certain this, like so many things about this video, were trash, but you know what? Whatever. I don't care. It's just a bonus video anyway. Well, I do want to thank my lovely patrons. Check the description for stuff. I don't know. Tab like button, add subscription, blah blah blah. Until next time, I'll be one.